So functions are essentially compartmentalized sets of code that complete a singular process. Okay. In short, we can say that functions are block of code that is designed to perform a certain task. Okay. Let's go through the traditional function syntax. Okay. So we are going to use the keyword function followed by any customized name, any name of our choice. Okay. So function is the keyword to declare a function in JavaScript. Okay. Followed by empty parenthesis. We will pass our parameters via this parenthesis. Okay. And followed by a set of curly braces. Okay. So we need to, after the function is defined, we need to call the function also. So using greeting followed by empty parenthesis. This is a function call. Okay. And the empty parenthesis in the function call is for passing the arguments. Okay. That is equivalent to our parameters in the function signature. Function signature meaning the function name and empty parenthesis comprises of the function signature. The set of curly braces will contain our actual code, that is function implementation, that is a specific task which the function will perform. Next is the arrow function syntax. Okay, so it's like let greeting equal empty parenthesis followed by the arrow sign followed by curly braces. Here let is a variable that references this function. Okay, the function definition is followed by the function call. Okay, now let's dive into our hands-on. We have created the div and also the reference to our JS file. Now in our JS file we have created the greeting function using the traditional syntax, and within the function we have created the hello world alert. The function definition has been followed by the function call. Okay, see the alert hello world. Other than the traditional function syntax or arrow function syntax, functions can also be created by function expression. We are creating the same greeting function using the function expression now. Okay, it will get the same alert. Now let's go to our arrow function syntax for the same function. Okay, let greeting equal empty parenthesis followed by arrow, then the curly braces, but this time we are going to also include document.getElementById in our output div, inner HTML equal to hello world, and we'll also put our alert. Let's see. Yeah, so this is our output, alert followed by the hello world in output div. Now next create another function for finding the cube of a number. Okay, so let find cube equal function, and we are going to pass parameter num. Initially we are going to pass the hard-coded value via our function call. So the cube of 3 will be 27. Now we will take the value of num from the user using the variable input num. Now we will write the same function using the arrow function syntax. So let find cube equal within parenthesis num followed by arrow, then within the curly braces we are putting the function implementation for calculating the cube of any number. See the output, we are entering 22, we are getting 10648 as the output, and now we are going to calculate the area of a rectangle using a function created by the function expression. Okay, we're going to pass length and width as the parameter, so we'll take both the length and the width from the user itself. Here we have used different variables L and W for length and breadth in the function call and as the user input, while length and width are the variables used as the parameters in the function definition. Okay, while the user input L and W are being passed as arguments in the function call. Okay, now let's check what happens on the function call. Okay, so let's enter the length of the rectangle as 20 and the width as say 10, so we're getting 200. Now we'll move the document.getElementById outside the function. We'll assign the function call to the document.getElementById. At the same time, we'll put a return statement within our function. We will return the calculated area from the function and we'll assign it to our output div. Okay, via the function call. Now let's see the output. Now let's enter the length as say 40 and width as 30, so we are getting 1200 as the area. Now let's go ahead the same function but in arrow syntax. So let rectangle area equal, we are passing the parameter L and W, okay, and we are returning the same by just multiplication without the use of any extra variable. And we are taking the user input in the length and width variable and passing in the function call, and we are assigning the return value of the function call to the document.getElement by id. Okay, so we are assigning the return value to our outputter for display. Okay, so let's see. So let's enter the length as E12 and width as 11. So we're getting 132 as the answer. By the way, I've just realized that I've made a mistake. In any arrow function or even in the function expression, it must end with a semicolon because it's a variable assignment, right? That's all for today. Let's meet in our next video. Till then, happy coding. So I can be